Is it worth becoming a certified SolidWorks professional? Let's look at the pros and cons and whether people find it valuable. As most of you know, SolidWorks is industry-leading CAD modeling software. There were about 2 million users as of 2013. Interestingly, the SolidWorks website shows that about 360,000 are actually certified professionals, less than 20% of the total users. To quickly explain what being certified means, essentially, SolidWorks offers exams to test your capabilities in the software, starting with the CSWP exam, or the Certified SolidWorks Associate. Another exam is the Certified SolidWorks Professional, and finally the Certified SolidWorks Expert. These exams vary in difficulty quite dramatically. Successfully completing any exam rewards you with an official certificate from Dassault Systems. Certifications are obviously always good, however SolidWorks is quite sophisticated software. It can be difficult to gauge somebody's true abilities just from a certificate. This question has already been asked on the internet, including this Reddit thread. The general response is that certifications aren't bad, however employees put little emphasis on whether or not you have these certificates. Another thing to be aware of is that these exams actually aren't free. The Certified SolidWorks Associate exam costs about $110 US. Rather, that's actually an attempt at the exam. If you were to fail, you would have to pay that amount to retake the exam. The Certified SolidWorks Professional comes in 3 segments, each costing about $35 US. In my opinion, I think that the Certified SolidWorks Associate exam is very basic and doesn't really test much. Dassault Systems provides some sample tests for practice. If we look at the one for the CSWA, it can shed some light on what skills are evaluated. The exam may ask some questions about drawing views and drafting. It might also ask you to model a very basic part, and later on get you to make modifications to that part. The way you'll assess if you've got the modifications or the modeling correct is by asking you to measure the mass or the volume of the part and inputting that as your answer. You could also be asked to mate together a basic assembly. These questions are all well and good, but the parts you're modeling and the assemblies you're modifying are really quite basic. So the next step up is the Certified SolidWorks Professional exam. It's quite similar, it has the same fundamental foundation, but the parts you're modeling are significantly more difficult. I personally did this exam after using SolidWorks for a couple years at university and 1 year at my first job. I didn't find it too difficult, but I did find value in preparing for it because I knew that there were things that would be tested that I wasn't familiar with. For example, I hadn't used configurations much in SolidWorks at that point, so by committing to take the exam, I had to learn how to use them and implement them, which is, of course, valuable. I was fortunate that my employer at the time was willing to pay for me to take the exam. If you're in a similar situation where your employer is paying for you to take the exam, then I would say go for it. However, if you're an individual paying for these exams out of your own pocket, then I think there's a few things to consider. Let's start by looking at some job descriptions to see what employers are looking for. I'm using a job search engine in my home country of Australia, so the keywords I'm looking for are SolidWorks in my city of Sydney. Looking at this one here, mechanical design engineer, we can see that they're asking for a minimum of 3 years experience as a mechanical design engineer, and the second point is a high level of competence in SolidWorks. So here, definitely having a certificate is going to help you. However, for this job, a certificate probably isn't going to be enough, and they're going to want to look at a portfolio of your work. Let's look at another mechanical design engineer job description. Here they're asking for a degree in mechanical or mechatronics engineering and proven experience designing and developing complex mechanical parts. I encourage you to look at job ads in your local area and see what they're asking for. I personally have never seen an engineering job description where they've asked explicitly for SolidWorks certifications. So more often than not, an employer is going to want to see some examples of work you've done in a portfolio. A portfolio might include pictures or renderings of models you've made, written descriptions of projects you've worked on, some examples of technical drawings you've made, some videos, but they're going to actually want to see some primary evidence of your capabilities in the software. So having a certificate would help, but more often than not, the certificate isn't really necessary for the employer to gauge your capabilities in the software. Also, the SolidWorks certifications really only test your ability to execute functions in the software. They don't really test your creativity or, for example, your understanding of mechanical engineering principles and what mechanisms might be most efficient in a certain scenario, or your ability to optimize for manufacturing. Like I said, it's really just testing your ability to execute commands and functions in the software, as opposed to your skills as a designer to conceptualize and implement a solution. Although I should be clear that these points are really only applicable, in my opinion, to the Certified SolidWorks Associate and Professional exams, because the Certified SolidWorks Expert exam is much more difficult and does a much better job at testing capability in the software. In fact, to be able to attempt the Expert exam, you have to have passed 4 of the advanced topics, including sheet metal, weldments, surfacing, mold tools, and drawing tools. So these sub-advanced exams are significantly more challenging than the Certified SolidWorks Professional exam. In the past, I actually did attempt the surfacing exam and failed it. I believe from memory, I didn't fail because it was too difficult, but more so because I was pressured for time. So that actually motivated me to improve my surfacing skills, which is why I decided to model this Tesla Model S car that I'm showing on the screen now. And by doing that, I improved my knowledge of surfacing and the speed at which I could execute commands. And I'm quite confident now that if I retook the surfacing exam, I would have a much better chance of passing it. So a person who's passed 4 of the advanced subtopics and then passed the SolidWorks Expert exam really is quite experienced in the software, and definitely must have some good background knowledge to be able to get to that level. To improve your SolidWorks skills, I would recommend trying to model something that is challenging, trying to model something that you can't really achieve at the moment. If that's a bit too hard, I would suggest going to this website, learnsolidworks.com. I'm not associated with this website, but I have looked through it and think some of the tutorials are great, such as this one on how to model a debossed football. So to summarize this video, in my opinion, I believe the CSWA is too basic. It doesn't really portray any significant skill in the software. I think the CSWP is a good exam, and preparing for it will, in most cases, lead you to learn new things in the software, but I don't think it will really help you find a job having that certificate. The CSWE, the expert exam, I think that is a great exam, and having that certificate really shows that you're capable in all features of the software, and you've spent a lot of time learning from the basics right through to advanced topics. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you agree with some of the points in this video? Have you actually taken some of the SolidWorks certification exams? And what would be your advice to somebody who's unsure whether or not to take these exams? If you like this video, please share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future.